up, guys? What's up? What's up, guys? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work, man. It's Saturday. It's another weekend without football, but it's another weekend that gets us closer to the football season. Sorry I haven't had any videos and stuff since this morning. It's been kind of crazy. I've had a lot of different things I had to do and so on. You know, I have to take care of the honey-do list. You know, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And what? Uh-oh, there's mama. What? I see, look, they got hearing in the back of their head. I just said taking care of some honey-do list. Taking care of mama. You know, I said, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. See, look, they got eyes in the back of their head, and you got to be careful what you say. She was inside the house and came out here. Are you talking about me? Bro, you know, guys, you know. So anyway, hey, how you doing? I'm not crazy. There's people walking down the trail, and they're looking over, they're like, he's talking, but I don't see anybody else there. He's like, this guy's crazy. And maybe I am. But something cool happened today. Something really, really cool. We have a lot of great moderators here on the channel. And a lot of times the moderators are a little quick on the trigger, you know, because not everybody comes in and always wants to say the same thing. You know, we love the Cowboys, everything's great and all that. We get people that are fans sometimes of other teams, and they'll come in and they'll kind of ride us a little bit. And it's okay, you know, as long as people are, my thing is personal attacks are what I don't like happening, you know. Kind of like being married. I don't like the personal attacks. You know what I'm saying. But, you know, personal attacks and things like that. And you all know, there's some things that just kind of cross the line, or when somebody just kind of spams over and over. But we have fans of other teams that are in here, and, you know, sometimes they get blocked because there's one of them, Brian Harding. Brian is a Washington, he's like our resident, well, no, actually we got several Washington fans, because we got my cousin too, who's in here, who's a Washington fan. But Brian is kind of like our resident Washington fan. He actually has, hey, how you doing? Has a wrench, you know, he's a moderator. But before, he had actually gotten blocked, and he sent me an email. He's like, yo, man, I know I'm a Washington fan, but, you know, I've been a fan and a follower of your channel for a long time. I know you're a Cowboy fan. I hate your team. But, you know, it's cool kind of being part of, you know, the channel and stuff, and I'd like to get unblocked. And to make sure that he didn't get blocked again, I made him a moderator. Because he's actually pretty cool people. In fact, he's done a lot of things to help out the channel. He's always promoting, or he'll put, like, the Jobu Shop and stuff on the channel and things. And, you know, and I had his email. So I told him to email me because I wanted to send him a little something as a thank you for, you know, I feel bad for you being a Washington football fan, but also thanking you for helping to promote the channel and stuff, because I always say this doesn't work without you guys. And I called him today because, you know, Mike was going out to get more of the racks of stuff, you know, UPS and stuff, and he was trying to get stuff out. So I was trying to get Brian's address so I could take care of him as well. And we got talking and things, and I was wondering, because he didn't grow up in the Washington area, how he became a Washington football fan. And it was, you know, because the team was good back there in the 80s and stuff. And we got talking, and it hit me. I've said so many times, because see, I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area when the Washington football team was good. My father worked at the post office, where there were thousands of people that worked there, and I think there were 3 Cowboy fans. And I know what some of you are saying, you're just a bandwagon fan. No, you were about to be a beat down fan, because you were constantly surrounded by Washington fans. And this is where football was different. You guys don't understand what football was like back in the day. When the Cowboys and Washington were about to play, that week before, the air was electric. You know, it used to be that we were playing for, like, not only division championships, but we were talking about playoffs and you know, chances to go to Super Bowls and stuff. And these were 2 of the big teams out there. You had George Allen, and, you know, George Allen was so crazy, he wanted to actually fight Tom Landry at midfield. I went to school with the defensive coordinator's kids, okay? When the Washington team was winning Super Bowls, they let everybody out of school to go to the parades. And I'm like, I ain't going to no damn Washington parade. I'm a Cowboy fan. So it was literally hell because everybody knew you were a Cowboy fan. My dad, everybody would come to him, week of, my dad was either going to be broke ass or he was going to make a killing because everybody would come, there's a Cowboy fan, $2 here, $5 there. And I've missed how that used to be. It used to be that, the build up to the game was almost as good as the game. The locker room, bullboard material. This is when people used to say stuff that was in the newspaper and they cut it out and they post it on the locker room walls. Now it's just like a text, okay? Or, or Twitter. Somebody tweeted something, okay? And the Twitter, it's not the same. It's not the same, man. And football's not the same either because players weren't playing for contracts and big money. They mostly played because they loved the sport. They used to have a job in the off season. I have said over and over and over again that I wish, I actually hated the fact that Washington has sucked worse than we have. And I hate the fact that we've sucked all these years because it used to be Washington and Cowboys. The Giants stunk. The Eagles, they never were. But now's the opportunity. Looking ahead right now, first of all, it seems like the sea of change is changing with the Washington football team. Ron Rivera is not like the dumb brother of John Gruden. Ron Rivera is a guy who takes no BS. He doesn't give a rat's ass what the owner says and all that. In fact, the owner, I think he's a dead man walking. I think the owner is going to be forced out. Maybe Jeff Bezos. But it scares me. It scares me that Ron Rivera is there and instilling a new culture. You already see what their mentality is now, their new mentality. That's a defense. A hard-nosed, hard-hitting defense that's going to come after your ass. That's their new identity. They're kind of like the Bears because they don't have the quarterback. They don't have, the high-flying quarterbacks of today. They're almost old school in their methods. And it scares me, but it also excites me. Now, there's my team. My team is kind of the polar opposite of it. Their offense is the modern day quick strike, we're going to score a whole lot of points offense. I mean, we got all the sports cars, Amari Cooper, he Mr. Precision there. Mr. Precision, okay? You got CD who is just like, bam, he's like a bullet. And then you got Michael Gallup who kind of just gallops down the field. But you can bruise, hopefully, with Zeke Elliott getting back to normal. You got tight ends that are going to turn into, hopefully, security blankets. And hopefully, we'll get back to that offensive line that's going to pound on you. So you've got our strength. Clearly, we got the best offense in the division. Does Philadelphia even have an offense? Do they? Giants? Nah. Washington's got some receivers, but they still don't have anybody to pull the trigger. We got the offense. And right now, I got to say, Washington, hands down, got the best defense. Giants got a pretty good defense, too. But they ain't like that Washington defense. So when the Cowboys and Washington play, it's going to be strength against strength. And that's going to be a beautiful battle to see. Oh, man. And what would be really incredible for me is to actually see the Cowboys and Washington playing meaningful games against each other so we can break their hearts. So, yeah, Brian, you better strap in. Strap up and get ready, man. Because I can tell you, I'm going to be talking smack. I'm going to be excited. And I can't wait to be live streaming games from right here. Or hopefully COVID's over. I'll be at FedEx Field, tailgating and hating on the Washington football team. All right. It got a little bit chilly out here. So the fish kind of said, hey, it's kind of chilly. It's not quite spring yet. They're swimming around, but they're not ready to be at the top. Maybe it'll warm up next week, although I think they said chance of snow on Monday or Tuesday. Well, is the rivalry coming back between the Cowboys and Washington? I sure hope so. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.